I see this too often, and I have to repeat myself more often than I'd like. You need to stop swaying in your swing. You are not doing yourself any good by loading your back leg and getting your weight on the outside of your trail leg. You can see how much my head, my chest, even my hips moved back from the ball. This causes so many problems that you cannot shift your weight properly into your lead heel and get all the way back to impact consistently. All right? If you struggle with this sway, you find your head and chest are consistently behind the ball in your backswing, you are going too far. You're swaying too far back. To counter this, get your weight on your lead heel, 75 to 85% on your lead heel. Okay, so you can feel it there. I want your trail foot to basically be there to stabilize you so you do not fall over. Okay? And keep this weight here throughout the whole swing. The only time it's going to be maybe a little bit more, maybe 90-95%, is on your follow through and your rotation. And right now, I have about 90% of my weight into my lead heel so that I can rotate and turn properly. The only time that my trail heel comes off the ground is after impact. Okay, this is setup position here. This is impact position. Okay, you can see my head, my chest, my hips are turned a little bit, yes, but everything is still in line over top of the ball. And even at impact position, my trail heel is still on the ground. This is going to stop you from early extending and lifting your head and chest up. Now you're flipping at the ball, you've lost the swing. All right? You've lost the consistency. Get consistent. Okay. Weight in the lead heel here, and it stays in the lead heel for the whole swing so that your weight transfer is proper. Now you can see I've went into my backswing. My head, my chest, my hips did not move. They're in the same spot. Now I'm going to start my downswing. Coming down. Everything is still in line and over top of the ball, and the weight is still in my lead heel, making sure that my weight transfer is proper. Okay? It is already done. You don't even have to think about it. Now you are going to get the full benefit out of every club as long as you are hitting the center of the club face. The moment that you start to swing too hard, you will see your upper body rotate. You will feel your upper body rotate first. You do not want to do that. You want your back to stay to the target, okay? And drop your hands. Make sure your lead wrist is bowed. That is going to keep the club face closed and is going to keep the club face behind you. Okay, so now you are in a good position. Your hands are down, your back is to the target, your club head is behind you. Club is shallowed. Perfect. Okay? It doesn't have to be completely behind you. It doesn't have to be flat. It doesn't have to be straight up in the air. Just as long as it is behind you. All right? Now your hands have dropped. Your weight is in your lead heel. So now when you come around, you can see my hands had enough room to just drop, come down, and basically slides right into impact. Okay, now we're into impact position. We are starting to rotate, and my lead hip has gotten out of the way because my weight is on my lead heel. That is your weight transfer there. Okay, into impact position. That is your weight transfer. All right, you have your lead wrist bowed so the club face is closed. Into impact and through. You are rotating through. You can see, like I said, my hands have tons of room to rotate through here well. This is going to get you consistent contact in the center of the club face because you're repeating this swing every time. All right? You've got the weight on your lead heel, so there is nothing stopping you from keeping all of this position. Your head and chest is over the ball. It's stayed down. Your trail heel is on the ground so that you are not coming up like this with your trail heel off the ground. Now everything is moved up. You can't stay consistent like that, okay? Both heels on the ground, weight in your lead heel. All right, we're back to impact. Hands go through, and now you can rotate through the shot and you can stay in balance. Don't swing too hard so that you're off balance. All right, find that happy medium for yourself. 80% swings, 85% swings. With your weight transfer like this, and when you start consistently hitting the center of the club face, your 80 to 85% swings will surprise you how far they are going, because you are now shifting your weight properly on every shot. There's so many more advantages to it that I promise you will love it way more than when you were hitting 1 out of 10 really well, but you're swinging 120%. It's not consistent. Yes, you can hit some good shots. Absolutely. You can bomb some, but like I say, 1 out of maybe 10 is straight. 50% of those are out of bounds, in the water. You've lost 2-3 strokes. Now you're all pissed off and your next shot is garbage too. Slow down. 80 to 85% swings. Get your weight transfer properly. Okay? Once you get this down with the weight on your lead heel like this, then you can start to load up your back leg and learn how to do that properly. But until you have this weight transfer down, where the weight is consistently on your lead heel, especially at impact and on the way through, don't worry about loading your back leg, because it's not going to make you a better golfer. It's actually hurting you. All right? So try this, work on it slowly, and work your way up to 80-85%. I'm telling you, you're going to notice a huge difference in your impact, where it's hitting the club face. Like I say, your weight is transferring properly, so you are getting everything that you need out of the swing to get to reap the benefits. Instead of, like I said, 1 out of 10, you're clobbering it down the fairway, which is great, but 50, 60, 70% of those shots are slice, hook, top, out of bounds, costing you strokes, making you mad. All right? Get consistent. Get this weight shift down, keeping it in your lead heel, and you will become a better golfer much faster.